Good morning. It's 7:15. It is time to get your family ready to go back to school, and that means homework. So how can you help your kids develop those good study habits? Parenting expert Jackie Insinger from Insinger Insights is here to answer all of our questions about this. Good to see you, Jackie.
Good to see you,
Thank you for
Brooke.
being here.
Thank you.
I love this topic because I struggle with this. I try to sit with my kids and be there to answer questions, but not do it for them. It's so much about patience, though, for me and for them. So how do you recommend we start off with the good study habits?
Well, first, I can't even believe we're at back to school time already, and we're
Seriously.
talking about this. The summer has just flown by, like we were just saying. And, you know, we always know this time's happening when parents call and say the same things that you do. How do I get my child prepared? How do I get them motivated and back into the study mode and the structure? So I've got some good learning tips that are brain-based that actually really help you maximize your brain's capacity and make learning more productive and less stressful.
Okay,
Yes.
I like that, using your brain's capacity. Mine's at about 1% right now. So.
I'm with you. So the first one is really learning how your child learns and capitalizing on their SMART, as I call it. And I'm referring to Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences. This is something that is critical to my practice when I work with families and students. And this theory says that there are 8 different types of SMARTs. And I have this little picture here to show you, and I think it's going to be up on the screen as well. So from the traditional ones we know in school, like math or logic smart, linguistic, which I call word smart, all the way to people smart, art smart, music smart. And everybody has all of these. And it's the combination of them, which I call kind of your learning fingerprint. Knowing where your strengths are and using those to capitalize on the weaknesses is really key to making school not just more successful, but more interesting. And the more interesting it is and more meaningful, the more memories are built. So for instance, if a child, for vocabulary lessons, if you're using index cards, for a word smart kid, you would say on the other side, write the definition in your own words. But for an art smart kid or a spatial smart kid, you would have them draw a picture of the definition, and that would trigger that memory for them and make it more meaningful.
You have to know how they learn. You also recommend having them teach you, which I think is terrific.
There's some crazy fascinating research on this. So 24 hours after listening to a lecture, only 5 to 10% of the information is remembered. However, if you teach someone this information or use it within that 24-hour period, up to 90% of the information is remembered. So a key takeaway here for parents is to encourage your child to teach you, have a study group, a study partner, which I highly encourage, or somehow manipulate or use that information within the first 24 hours, because the goal is to not have to relearn and relearn information, but just kind of refresh and review instead. Again, capitalizing on your brain capacity.
Okay, Jackie, we have to leave it there. It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you
It's always
too.
refreshing, and I'm so ready to get back to school, though. Although, I will say, Jen, when I try to teach my kids, they just say, Mom, that's not how you do it. When they try to teach me, I mean. So you can find more advice in the August issue of Colorado Parent Magazine, available now. Mom, this is the way we learn to do it in school.
Yep, the new math, yep, all that kind of stuff. Nope, not the normal way. So let me